Hello everybody, what is up? This is ElectrifyXD, and today I'm going to be counting down the top 5 best features that will come into 2.0. I'm ranking this from how fun and useful these features can make out, in my opinion, keep in mind. Since we've been introduced to more than a couple of features that Rotop has confirmed, I thought I would be able to rank these based on how great and praised these features are. So with that being said, let's get on to the list. Also, thanks for letting me get the community tab. Now I can put up polls and announce events and all that jazz for you guys. But anyways, here we go. So on the 5th best feature on 2.2 is the Time Warp Trigger, or as I like to call it, the Slow Trigger. This trigger, as I mentioned, can slow down the background, foreground of your icon and modify the speed as to wherever the creator wants it to have. I just find this one pretty rad, to be honest. Like seriously, this feels like the Matrix on steroids. This feature is cool and all, but I just wish it was more than just a slow trigger. Don't get me wrong, it would be rad to have a slow trigger, but it would be way better if it had more things that can be put into it. I wish when this feature comes out in 2.2, it would be used a lot and not overused too much to the point where it forces difficulty. But other than that, its eternal slow motion effect is the reason why this bad boy is number 5. Up next on the 4th of my list, I have the Reverse Orbs. Now, if you really want to talk about rad stuff, well, here's the reverse orbs. If there's one thing that blew people's minds on 2.2 sneak peeks, I gotta say, I might have to hand it down to probably one of the coolest concepts Rotop have received, which is the reverse orbs. These things can change gameplay in its entirely, and although it can be brought up higher on the list, it can be abusable and it can ruin some fun gameplay a little bit. Like I've seen some 2.2 layouts that uses these things way too often than it should, and it just gets annoying, to be honest. I thought it'd be best if I lowered this on number 4. Although some people overuse these reverse orbs, I've seen people mess with this on the beta layout editor, and it's outstanding with these reverse orbs. Back when people found out about the editor, everyone went nuts for these reverse orbs. It's insane. It can turn a twist as to how we see levels nowadays, so I thought it'd be cool to place this on number 4. Hey kids, do you want to have the power to create levels like Sir Punch and go totally ham on a totally legit Super Mario Maker editor? Well, I got the game mode for you. It's the platform mode on Geometry Dash. Yeah, on number 3, we have a quad and unique feature that's been set out by Rotop. On the recent 2.2 discussion video that I made, I was only explaining the cons of this bit and I was a little bit ticked. Okay, maybe with a bit of anguish, but that argument was unfair, and I didn't talk about any pros about this feature. In general hindsight, this doesn't seem bad of an idea after all. Like everyone mentioned in the comments, its game mode is only to be used as an optional feature, thank god. And it's only going to be used as story plot for the game. I mean, why else wouldn't they create this feature anyways? I thought that the game mode would be used heavily and wouldn't even be that enjoyable, but I think it would be fair to place this on my 3rd list to review and talk about some good portions of this feature. Someone please make Super Meat Boy and Geometry Dash. Lowering ourselves into number 2, we have a new game mode that has been anticipated for a sheer amount of time ever since 2.2 has been first announced. This game mode being Swing Copter mode. This is so saturated, I swear to god. Okay, I'm a little bit biased on this spec for number 2 because technically the mode isn't available as of now, but since many people are trying to recreate this mode, it just beating down to the ground. I mean, yeah, sure, I did crap and urinate in my pants the first time I saw someone recreate something like that. But now it's been found way too common on these levels, especially on layouts. Don't worry, I still don't hate this game mode at all. In fact, I find this an interesting game mode and a refreshing one as well. Swing Copter, in my opinion, should be placed at number 2. Although it's a game mode beating down to death, it's favored by many and it's way more positives than negatives. Yes, it can be an unoriginal idea, but if the spider game mode and the robot exist, then I say it's alright. And finally, on number 1, we have the challenge mode. One day, someone sat on their computer and thought of a multiplayer fan-made concept video on YouTube. Rata later looked at it and dropped the balls to announce it, and then I saw that, and I was like, yeah, this one made me feel like I've been sent into heaven because of how much we all wanted multiplayer to be added onto Geometry Dash. It would be a fun twist to turn a casual game onto a competitive mode. It even has its own currency, which I absolutely wanted to see it happen on 2.2. Hopefully they would even include a leaderboard that can tell who has the most currency, which I'm sure everyone else wanted to see it happen as well. And on top of that, we even got a live chat room for peeps, which is a pretty rad touch, gotta say. Of course, this feature is always in development and a struggle on WhatsApp's side, as it was WhatsApp's first time on coding out online connection, other than simple text and GUI. Somehow, I don't really hear anyone talk about this game mode at all either, which is weird because this is a concept that a lot of people took interest way back in 1.9. I mean, sure, people occasionally talk about this one, but it's not as much as reverse orbs and swing copter mode. I don't know, it's weird to me, but at last, this concept, hands down, best feature in my opinion that would come into play on the new update of 2.2. And that's pretty much it for this countdown. Sorry, my best regards if your favorites have not been on to this list. If you want to let me know your favorites, comment down below. I'm pretty active on comments and I'll reply to most comments. So if you got something to say or have an opinion, you can surely let me know. But with that being said, like if you liked the video, subscribe if you like some of the videos and you're interested for more, and I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.